never. So just want to say that to you because I really believe that when you do that, you're putting yourself in a liability situation when you're a business owner, if you're independent, and say if someone wants you to go buy material for their project, they haven't gave you a deposit, they haven't gave you any earnest money towards it, and you go put your money towards buying the material, and then you get a call like, need a couple more weeks, something came up. Now you got $1,000, $500, whatever it is, invested in their project. It's not yours. Now you have to sit around and wait on them to hit you up to get your money back. Don't do that, family. The best thing to do, if a person wants you to do something for them, give them the price, make them pay a deposit, make them pay a consultation fee, make them pay a bare minimum, whatever you got to do. Don't lose money. Time is money. If you have to look at their project, remember, it's their project, not your project. So you want the business, but you don't want the business so bad where you're going to put yourself in a bind. You know what I mean? Where you're going to actually lose money or compromise your business strategy just so you can help them, and then come out, you're hurting yourself. You know what I mean? So I think that the reality of it, that we should weigh that out. You know what I mean? Don't do no business with no one on wishes. If a person is serious, they're going to invest their money. You're going to put your money where their mouth is. All this hook up, look out for me this time, I'm going to come back. All of those are signs to flee that business deal. Do you hear me? Anytime someone comes to you, they ain't did no business, but they want you to give them a deal, or they want to get down on your price to make it fit what they got going on, that's not a good business fit for you, because your business is set. And just like Walmart, if a person walk in and that shirt says $10, they can't go to the counter and say, here go $8.50. This is all I got. Take this here. Let me do this. Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? It's a set number. So we have to keep that in mind when dealing with business, because that's the only way we're going to get successful. You know what I mean? It's not being cold-hearted, but you have to have some firmness. You know what I mean? You can't go around tackling everybody's situation, throwing it up on your shoulders. You'll never get nowhere, because everybody got a problem. Everybody got a reason for you to feel sorry for them, or a reason to make an excuse. I'm not with the excuses, family. If you got to make something happen, make it happen. Life is going to happen regardless. So if you can't make it happen while life is happening, then I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? But most definitely, don't get your money tied up. Salute, 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 salute. Don't get your money tied up in someone else's project. So if you're building something, fabricating something, designing something, or doing a service call, have your bare minimums. Like, for instance, I have 2 different service calls that I charge. HogOn. I have 2 different service charges that I call. I charge $50 at a 2-hour minimum, and I charge $150 to the 2-hour minimum, which is $75 an hour at a 2-hour minimum. So as of now, those 2 prices all depends on, I give a person a discount if I'm using all of their power when I come out and do a service call, or if I'm using all of my power, you know what I mean? Or versus what all I have to do too. So the service calls range anywhere from $50 to $75 an hour as of now. I have some that actually hit $100 an hour, but that's when I'm doing a lot, welding and cutting. So if I'm using both of my setups, I charge $100. But if I'm using, if I'm just welding, cutting, fixing, repairing, normally it's $50 to $75 an hour. Depends on if I'm using, like I say, if I'm using my gas machine, or if I'm using their power. So you got to have your bare minimum when you're networking with someone. You got to have what you're willing to make your move for, not what they willing to make a move for. You know what I mean? I can see if it's a situation you well established, you want to help a friend, there's nothing wrong with it. But right now you're trying to do business. And in order to make good friendships, to me, I spent my money. The people that I network with now, or I network with the most, is people I spent money with. Like, I spent my money with them, so they know that I ain't got no problem spending my money. So when I need something done, they don't have no problem with assisting me, because I don't have a problem with spending my money, investing my money. You see what I'm saying? So I think that it's very wise that we would not get our money tied up in somebody else's project. and whatever it is, you know what I mean? Because we have our own goals, we have our own businesses, we have our own projects that we can invest in. Like I'm working on a project now. Up this morning, actually ironed out a couple things. Couldn't really sleep good. Went to bed a little early, and I was like, you know what? I'm up. I'm gonna work on a couple things. And then this hit me because someone had actually contacted me, and you know how you can always tell if sometimes people can have an ideal on doing something but not be realistic on what it takes to get it done, or feel like someone should cut a corner with them. But it is what it is. I mean, one thing for sure, when I do my services, I mean, I'm always going to go that extra mile and make sure things done. But I'm going to save you time too, because a lot of times people will buy material, buy things that they really don't need, and then they get upset that they spent all this money. But like, why do you didn't contact somebody beforehand? Because some people have an issue with paying for information, which they got to pay for information. Like, you want me to come look at your project, tell you what's wrong and all of this for free? Go out my way to do all that for free. And then even if I did it, then you get someone else to do it. I didn't waste my time. So I have to be compensated. You have to be compensated for your time. Like, your time is valuable. You know what I mean? I'm cool with talking over the phone, ask me a question here and there when it comes to business. But as far as consultations, I don't give no business advice business advice for free. Nah, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm kicking it with someone and we having a dialogue, yeah, but as far as like trying to pick my brain, I don't do that. That's what the consultation's for. If you want to know what I know, then pay the consultation. You know what I mean? And I can help you out. But I can't feel sorry for someone who wants something for nothing, man, because in this life, there is no such thing as something for nothing. We all got to give something. So it's hard for me to respect someone that wants something from me, something valuable from me, for nothing because they're in a situation or they feel like their situation is greater than mine. It don't work like that, man. We all have a situation. So the way I feel like I respect the person by coming to them correctly when it comes to business. If you tell me your price is 2, 3, 400 on whatever it is I'm trying to do, okay, I'm gonna come back and that's what I'm gonna have. So that way me and you can do business. You know what I mean? But I think that you're gonna build some of your biggest business relationships with people that, well, actually with people that you that respect the network. You know, they understand that it takes something. You got to give something to get something. You know, it takes a little bit, and it's not one sided. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, man. Never get your money tied up in someone else's project, because it will cause you to go down. It will cause you to lose money, tensions, fights at home, all that good stuff. You don't want none of that. So the best thing to do is set your bare minimum prices, stand firm, have a good product, a good service, and everything will work out in the long run. But don't bend over backwards to help someone who will literally leave you on the ground once you break your back. Hold on, y'all. Be blessed.